In today's lesson, we are continuing with this idea of solving triangles. We've done the trig ratios for right triangles, and we've done law of sines for triangles that are not right triangles. And then we're going to continue that, but using law of cosines. This is simply another method. So you could use law of sines or law of cosines. So for law of cosines, there's actually 3 different formulas depending on what angle we are going to use. So for the first one would be angle A. So let's actually mark this. So angle A. So then notice across from angle A is little a. So we've got the side length A and then cosine of angle A. And then everything else is B and C. So B squared C squared minus 2BC. So same thing, but let's do B squared. So then we're going to have cosine of B, and then we're going to have A and C. A squared plus C squared minus 2AC. And then we can have C squared, which means we'll have cosine of C, and then we'll have A squared plus B squared minus 2AB. So depending on what information is given to you, you can decide which form to use. And then you're just putting in the information you have so you can solve for the information that you need. So here we have a triangle, and we are given an angle measure and 2 side lengths. So if this is angle B, this is side length B. We don't have side length C, angle A, so this is side length A. So if you are given an angle, then I like to start with that. So let's think about angle C. We can use this formula where we have the C squared and then cosine of angle C, which means we'll then have A squared plus B squared minus 2AB. We can use that formula. So we have angle C, and we have side length A and B. So what are we going to be solving for? We'll be solving for side length C. So C squared equals 5 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 5 times 8 times cosine of 65. So for this one, we just need to do C squared equals, and we need to figure out what this whole thing equals. I like to simplify it down a little bit. So I'll have 25 plus 64, so 89, minus 80 cosine of 65, and then I will square root it. So C will be the square root of 89 minus 80 times cosine of 65. I like to do it this way just so that I'm not getting a decimal until the very end, versus like getting a decimal here and rounding it and then rounding again. Just trying to keep things as accurate as possible. When we do the side length, we'll round to the nearest tenth. So for this, we should get 7.4. So now on our triangle, we have 3 side lengths, but we still only have 1 angle. We need to get another angle. So let's figure out, we can find A or we can find B. Let's say we want to find B. So if I want to find angle B, let's use the formula that's B squared and then has cosine of B. So it'll be A squared plus C squared minus 2AC. So in this case, let's see, we have B, we have A, we have a C, and we just need to find that cosine of B. We're finding the angle B. All right, 8 squared equals 5 squared plus 7.4 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7.4 times cosine of b. So if I simplify it a little bit, I will have 64 equals, combining this, 79.76 minus 74 times cosine of b. So then I can subtract and divide. So 64 minus the 79.76, that will be negative 15.76. And then dividing by negative 74 will be equal to cosine of b. So then to find the angle, we're doing inverse. So angle B will be inverse cosine of this 15.76 over 74. And when you do that, you should get the angle B is about, we could round up to the nearest whole number for angles, and this will go up to 78 degrees. And then to find the last angle, easiest is just to do 180 minus what we have, which you should get 37 degrees. So there, my triangle is solved using law of cosines. All right, for our second example, instead of drawing a triangle, we just have triangle LMN, and then we have side lengths. So a side length L, side length M, side length N. So we don't have any angle measures. So we have to pick one. So if we want to, let's just start with L, angle L. So if I want angle L, I'll have side length L squared equals, and then on the other end, I'm going to have cosine of angle L. So that means I'm going to have m and n in my other spots. So m squared plus n squared minus 2mn. All right, so let's just plug in 12 squared equals 4 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 4 times 9 times cosine of angle L. So we can simplify this down a little bit. 144 equals 97 minus 72 cosine of angle L. So then I can subtract 97 and divide by negative 72. So I will have 47 over negative 72 equals cosine of angle L. And then angle L is inverse cosine of 47 over negative 72. And you should get that angle L is 131 degrees. Okay, so same thing. Why don't you pause the video and see if you can find angle M on your own. So you should have gotten that angle M is about 15 degrees. And then once you have two angles, last angle, that would be angle N will be your 180 minus 131 minus 15, which you should get that angle N is 34 degrees. So there's your lesson on solving triangles again, but using a different method, law of cosines. Good luck with your lesson.